Good looking, C-Boys. Good looking, Clark. Now I feel blessed to be here. How everybody doing? You sound like super southern tonight. But we're gonna get it. I said it's apparent by my American apparel that my style come easy like shooting fish in a barrel. A place where two cultures collide like Victor Moan and Diane Carroll. And I swear I've never seen money talks, but I've seen the action it promotes. No email flyers or fucking flyer posts. But I'm here. So let me get back to my roots. And I ain't talking about none of that nostalgic slave shit. See, that ain't the sense I was raised with. Now, don't get me wrong, I do a little blazing on occasions, even when I'm not in meditation. I'm shining with the sun, not trying to be a raisin. I'm still raising a child within me. Determined not to be broke like Walter Lee, dressed to kill, march forward when it's time like Carl Lee, and take over the ears of the masses that have been captured by those who refuse to pose responsibility. This art, our art, is being drilled into with screws of apathy. They manifested pyramids of Giza, hieroglyphs, and mysteries. Shit, I just want us to be proud of all monuments in history. Instead, boys, get on that hooligan juice. Skip their ass to the studio booth. Mind sight supremely bent. Talk about a lot of bullshit, but never the obvious pink elephant. Said if I had a chance, I would always speak some thoughts that was relevant. Shouts out to most of these rappers, but I feel that I'm better than. Then suddenly some obnoxious, ignorant, belligerent, Gucci Mane loving fool ejected himself from the seat screaming, "Who this nigga think he is?" I stepped back for a second and thought about not responding. His antics kind of reminded me of, "Get your hands out of my pocket." I wasn't trying to be Malcolm X at the moment. My headlights dimmed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds passed, and then of course some ancestral force pushed me forward, allowing sarcastic utterance of, "If you knew your real history, you wouldn't have to ask who do I think I am. I grew up in the hood with dirty corner stores and with crackheads I slap hands. A place where we never heard of a cuisine. Stomach only settling for lunch meat and spam. BB's got the pop and I'm not speaking about Pam. A place where uncomfortable conditions seems to be the norm. Welcome to the ghetto dorms. Stacked on stack while living cram. Shit, I wasn't dying to be a lamb. And you have the audacity to ask who am I? Who I am? I tell him God knows. And for me, he deflects negative niggas and foes, and she protects me from scandalous hoes. It's a cold game, I know. But only divine balance could give me this glow. But only divine balance could give me this glow. That's it. What are we working with? How many minutes? I like to respect everybody's time. I'm loving what I'm hearing. I'm loving the artistry. I'm loving the energy. Where can we go?
Good verse.
Like I said, it's been a verse.
Verse.
I like that.
The world. 16.
I say the world's so cruel, got my mind like Adolf. Tons of information, I'm just trying to get the weight off. Superman flow, and I don't never take my cape off. A villain and a hero hybrid, I can't take off. When the evils of the earth is eating everything, it's worth me and they respect the women, although they give birth. Don't own a piece of land, but they fighting over turf. Fucking over each other because they don't know their worth. For heaven's sakes, I'm in tune with the universe, and these little niggas still digging in their mama's purse. So what's worse or what's good or what's bad? Depends on perception when it launches off their pad. Such a young man, but I feel like dad to these grown ass bullshit. They make pops laugh. I can tell who real by the content in your craft. You're the slaves off the boat, the river grab. Now I can do a dance, make you laugh, tap, but the minstrel show over, please bag. Got no hipsters flow, but I told a backpack. And I'm Tennessee raised like they Hennessy and Jacks. If you get it wrong, best believe I will attack his ass off the map, you know, Atlas in my bag. Thank y'all. I mean it. I truly, genuinely mean it.
I actually just came here to sit and listen and be a part of the energy, but, you know, how you doing? Last time I was here, I wrote this on my way back to the subway, and I haven't finished, but it's just an introduction. But I'd like to share with you all. Is that okay?
Yes, sir, brother.
All right. See, I was just hoping to replenish my dehydrated ways, yearning for that art water. I became too damn thirsty until my guy C-Will invited me to this spot off Grand Mercy. Freedom of speech, laws can't hurt me. Please have mercy on my soul, for this is a society where I was leaving that ignorant shit untold, and for that, God provided me short stories. So listen closely as the morals unfold. I had a poem on my phone. And at the same time, I would despise those who was thinking I was just a peon poet. I would slap hands with the greats, and I was one and I was knowing, and I knew it. No, God gave me time and time again, and after like a nose-shaped saxophone, I blew it. But I'm here now. So let me get back to my roots. And they ain't talking about none of that nostalgic slave shit. See, that ain't the sense I was raised with. Now don't get me wrong, I do a little blazing on occasions, even when I'm not in meditation. I was shining with the sun, not trying to be a raisin. I was still raising the child within me. Determined not to be broke like Walter Lee, dressed to kill, march forward when it's time like Carl Lee, and take over the ears of the masses that have been captured by those who refuse to pose responsibility. This art, our art, is being drilled into with screws of apathy. They manifested pyramids of Giza, hieroglyphs, and mysteries. Shit, I just want us to be proud of our monuments in history. But instead, boys get on that hooligan juice. They skip their ass to the studio booth, mind sight supremely bent. They talk about a lot of bullshit, but never the obvious pink elephant. Said if I had a chance, I would always speak some thoughts that was relevant. Shouts out to most of these rappers, but I feel that I'm better than. Then suddenly some belligerent, ignorant, Gucci Mane loving foolies taking themselves from the seat screaming, "Who this nigga think he is?" I stepped back for a second and thought about not responding. His antics kind of reminded me of, "Get your hands out of my pocket." I wasn't trying to be Malcolm X at the moment. My headlights dim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds pass, and then of course some ancestral force pushed me forward, a loud sarcastic utterance of, "If you knew your real history, you wouldn't have to ask who do I think I am." I grew up in the hood with dirty corner stores, and with crackheads I slapped hands, a place where we never heard of cuisine. Stomach only settling for lunch meeting spam. BB's got the pop, and I'm not speaking about Pam. Stacked on stack while living crammed. Shit, I wasn't dying to be a lamb. A place where uncomfortable conditions seems to be the norm. Welcome to the ghetto dorms. And I was one of those kids that grew up on Sam I Am, that government cheese was green, and goddamn, I got tired of dealing with it. So you never question who I am. God knows. And for me, he deflects negative niggas and foes, and she protects me from scandalous hoes. It's a cold game, I know. But only divine balance could give me this glow. Only divine balance could give me this glow. Thank you.
Yo!